Our next guest, Mike Gonzalez, fled Cuba back when he was 12. He now joins us live with more. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Good morning. Hi, how are you?
Doing well, doing well. Thanks for asking. Okay, we said you fled from Cuba when you were 12. Now, seeing everything that's happening in Cuba right now with the protests and things like that, how does that make you feel on a personal level to see this happening now after, more than 60 years of oppression?
Well, I mean, I really do feel for the Cuban people. They've endured 62 years of communism. I agree with how Senator Rubio framed the issue. Socialism, it just has a perfect record of failure, as we have seen in Cuba and everywhere else it has been tried. And this is a warning for us here in the United States not to try this. There are many voices now that saying socialism is not so bad. Obviously, with critical race theory, socialism is being introduced in America now. This is not something we want. The best way we can help the people of Cuba is by remaining free ourselves.
But with that, the White House not necessarily acknowledging that when you thought maybe they would. Here's the statement that's gaining a lot of controversy. Quote, peaceful protests are growing in Cuba as the Cuban people exercise their right to peaceful assembly to express concern about rising COVID cases/deaths and medicine shortages. That, of course, from the White House Acting Assistant Secretary Julie Chung. Essentially concluding that Cuba was going great until COVID. How ignorant is a statement like that from our very own government?
Yes, the Assistant Secretary of State, Chung, really just missed the ball very badly there. As someone said, she misread the room. And that was the only statement we had for a very long time until the White House issued its own statement on behalf of President Biden. I think President Biden really needs to have a tear down this wall moment here. He needs to address the American people and address the people of Cuba and say we're forthrightly behind their right to freedom. Why are the Cuban people the only people in the world not to be able to have freedom? 62 years is enough. It matters a lot what the President of the United States, the leader of the free world, says. He should use that bully pulpit to tell the communist government, do not jail your own people. Do not use violence against them. And tell the people of Cuba, the United States, the American people stand with you. Bernie Sanders, the squad, Black Lives Matter, they don't speak for us. The American people are pro-liberty.
And I want to pull this. I want to listen to this saw it from Bernie Sanders when he was pressed on Cuba. Take a listen, and I want your reaction after.
Last year during the campaign, you said that it's unfair to simply say everything is bad in Cuba. Do you still share that sentiment now?
Well, I support throughout Latin America and in Cuba and every place else the right of people to protest for a decent economy and for political freedom.
So Fox has emailed AOC, Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, and Sanders, still with no response. Does that shock you with what he said and us not getting a response back?
Yeah, he has a very long record of support for the Castro dictatorship. He once said that a lot of ugly people were defeated in Cuba, I guess meaning people who like liberty. There's no way he can walk that back. In a way, he lost the race in 2020 because of outspoken support. This is just a year ago for communism and the communist government of Cuba. And what he just said was obviously very tepid itself. He is a really dyed-in-the-wool Marxist. He's a socialist. He can now walk back his feelings, nor does he apparently want to.
It's amazing that any American isn't full-throatedly celebrating what's happening in Cuba right now. But there we have it. Mike Gonzalez, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.